Okay, and you're on time.
My nomination for Young Player of the Year is Tommy Longface Smith.
That's fine. And we'll just do your player of the year. Okay, and you're on time.
My Player of the Year award goes to Adam Clayton. Sound?
And then just your young player first, then Paul's. Okay, and you're on time.
My young player of the year is Tom Smith. What now?
Okay,
Good
that's
one.
fine. My nomination for players player of the year is.
My nomination for players player of the year is Adam Clayton.
Just do one more time. This time, as soon as you stop talking, just keep looking down.
Keep looking at it. My nomination for players player of the year is Adam Clayton.
Yeah, just keep looking.
Stay that looking at.
Look at me. That's
5 seconds after you finish.
My nomination for players player of the year. Any chance? My nomination for players player of the year is Adam Clayton.
Right, Jordan. So keep looking down the lens.
Yep.
If he's talking, just keep looking. Okay. Then we'll pause and then we'll do the players play. All right.
Mhm.
Play.
Yep.
Okay. And you're on time.
My nomination for Young Player of the Year award, tough one between Tom Smith and Dwayne Holmes. I think they've both done brilliant since they've gone into the frame of the first team, but just edging it, I think I'm going to go with Tom Smith.
That's brilliant.
Get me a GPS on, mate. My heart's coming out my chest.
That's really, really good. Joe. Same again. Same one for players play. You know, if it's
Ah, who else is there apart from Clates? 'Cause I really don't want to give it him. Yeah? Yeah, right.
Okay, so play. You're on time.
My nomination for players player is yet again another toss up between two, Alex Smithies and Adam Clayton. Smiths has done brilliant, obviously vital saves during the season, and obviously Clayton's in the middle of the park, but just because he's doubled it and done a lot better, I'm going to go with Adam Clayton.
Excellent. Brilliant.
Me?
My Young Player award. Oh. Oh, what do you say, young?
My nomination for young player.
My nomination. My nomination for young player goes to Mr. Soul Glow himself, Dwayne Holmes. My nomination for players player of the year goes to Adam Clayton.
Nice and quiet. And you're on time.
My nomination for Young Player of the Year award goes to Dwayne Holmes. What do I do now? Go on to the next one. Sick.
And just my nomination for players.
My nomination. Alright.
Can we do the first one again then? Do that light.
Just you play with the year. Okay, so.
My nomination for Young Player of the Year award goes to Dwayne Holmes. My nomination for Players Play. Oh, fucking hell. Do I not? What was it that I said in the last one?
You said fucking hell.
No, what am I meant to say?
My nomination for players play.
Alright, got you. Do I have to do the first one again or not? No. My nomination for Players Player of the Year award goes to Alex Smithies. Sick.
My nomination for Young Player of the Year goes to Dwayne Holmes. My nomination for Players Player of the Year goes to Adam Clayton.
Thank you.
Now in Norwegian.
Just take it off.
And you're on time.
My Young Player of the Year is going to be Dwayne Holmes. because I think when he's coming to the first team, he's done really well. He's made the team tick, and he just looks lively and gets everyone on their feet. So my vote goes to Dwayne Holmes for Young Player of the Year. My Players Player of the Year has to be Adam Clayton, because I like the way he's tidying the ball, and he's become a real big part of the Huddersfield first team. It gets us ticking, so I believe he's my Players Player of the Year.
Can we just do that last bit again? Lovely what you did, just in case that laughter comes.
It's a bit of noise from out there. Sorry about that. It was really good though.
It's all right, I'm a professional.
So it's just a player's play.
Yeah.
Okay. In your own.
My Players Player of the Year is going to Adam Clayton, because I think he's become a real big part of the Huddersfield first team, and he gets us ticking and he's nice and tidy on the ball. So my vote goes to Adam Clayton.
Brilliant. Well done, mate. Excellent. Keep looking at the lens.
My young player.
Sorry?
My young player there, yeah.
My young player of the year. So, into there. Off you go.
My young player of the year vote goes to Tommy Smith. And my players player of the year goes to Adam Clayton. That's it.
Can we do the first one again? You just looked away straight.
Oh, okay,
just
sorry.
Look straight
Just
forward.
keep looking down there.
Yeah.
Okay.
For about 2 or 3 seconds after
No
you
problem.
finish.
So it's your player. Okay. Off you go.
My young player award. Sorry, start again. Start again, yeah. My young player vote goes to Tommy Smith.
Just do one more first.
Oh, I didn't even know. My young player vote goes to Tommy Smith.
Pato, I can't really say much about him. He's not a worst roommate, he's the best roommate ever.
Say me then, just because
I'm not going to say we're worst roommates, I don't have one.
So you know, pick a young player,
Yeah, young player of the season, yeah.
and then I mean, young player. Was it a toss up between anybody else?
No, I'm voting Tommy.
Okay. All right. So it's just if you just look down the camera lens for me, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Say my nomination for player of the year.
Well, can you give a reason?
Yeah. If you
Yeah. Can you get him out of the way, please? Well, I don't want to see your face, mate. I don't want to see you staring at me like making things. Get out of the way. No, honestly, get out of the way, mate.
So, and just keep looking down the lens.
Yeah.
Finish talking. Yeah. For me. Off you go whenever you're ready.
Oh, am I just saying it now?
Yeah.
All right. My Young Player of the Year award. I'll start again. My nomination for the Young Player of the Year is Tommy Smith. I think he's come in and done really well. He's a good mate of mine, so obviously it's good for me. But I think he's done brilliant since he's come in, and he's improving with every game. So he gets my Young Player of the Year award. Gerrard, I'm going to give Player of the Year to, for the reason being that his moaning is starting to make sense on the pitch. I think he's been an almost ever present. I think when he's played, he's been solid. He's a good player to have at the back with you, and I think he's a proper leader for us out on the pitch, and the kind of player we need really more of in the squad. But yeah, Anthony Gerrard.
Brilliant. When you finish talking, just keep looking down the lens.
Yeah. But I can't do you, bro. How many games you played? 5. I can't do you, bro. What?
This is fair. Just please mention me in it for getting through the season or something like.
Just mention you. Alright, worst roommate. Worst roommate.
Okay, stand back. So, just keep the noise down, boys. Cheers.
Oi, keep the noise down. Oi!
Guys, excuse me, guys.
Yeah, you. Stupid idiots.
Okay, so stand back. So just turn down the camera lens.
Let Mark come in first.
Do you want me to do it after? I can't do my ballots when everyone's in the room.
In your own time.
My Young Player of the Year goes to. Serious, farting and that. I'm trying to do my interview yet. Do you know what I mean? Serious. I'll try again. Right, my Young Player of the Season goes to Dwayne Holmes. I think he's done very well. Obviously, being a young lad, he's you know, he comes on in the majority of the games, and he's a very good player. I think he's progressing nicely. And my player of the season goes to Anthony Gerrard. I think he's been very good this season. He's very loud, he's strong, competitive, and he's very good to play with. Although he does moan quite a lot. And worst roommate, again, have to be Dwayne Holmes, simply because of the fact that he snores very loud. Looked away, is that not good?
I'm good. If you ever do an interview,
Do you want me to do it again?
when you stop, the natural thing is to go, is that all right? You look about 3 seconds or more, look down the lens. It makes it easy to edit when somebody's editing it.
Oh, okay.
It's just
I can do it. Do you want me to do it again if you want, or which one?
the last one.
Just the worst roommate.
Player of the year.
Player of the year.
It was great what you did. It's just that as soon as you finish, you went.
So just keep looking, right? Okay. Just the player of the season one.
Yes, please.
My player of the season is Anthony Gerrard. I think he's been brilliant this season. Very competitive, very strong. You know, he plays next to me. He's played next to me this season quite a lot, and he's been great with me, communication and that. So Anthony Gerrard.
Okay, my young player of the year is going to be Dwayne Holmes. I think he's made a great impact coming off the bench this year and done well when he's come on. And my player's player of the year would be Adam Clayton, because I think he's one of the most talented players in the group and he's done really well. So they're my choices. All right.
Toss up between two. My choice was so-and-so. But I've got to go with so-and-so.
Don't need that on there, do we?
I've never seen those phones with that cracked screen.
That's why. So it's young player, players player, and worst roommate.
Yeah.
And you explain why.
If you can, that'd be good.
Okay.
So just pause between each one, yeah?
Okay.
And just keep looking down the camera lens for me, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, mate. In your own time.
My players player this year is Alex Smith, because there's been times this season where he's won games on his own with match-winning saves, which has got us vital points. My young player of the year is Dwayne. He's come on really well this year. Stepped up from youth team to first team, and he's been really good. And worst roommate, Sean Scannell, because he's the laziest roommate to have.
Okay, that's fine. You're a good pick. It'd be nice if you could just say because.
Yeah.
He's done really well. He's been through the first team, or
Yeah.
would it be his strength in running, whatever you want
Yeah.
to say about him. And then just pause, but keep looking down the camera for me, yeah?
Yeah.
And then just say my vote for players player.
Yeah.
And he could give you a reason for that, because you've just smashed the pen.
Yeah.
And then roommate. Okay.
Yeah. No worries.
I'll tell you what. Okay, in your own time.
My vote for Young Player of the Year is Tom Smith, because he came out of the 21s, straight into the first team, 15 games in a row, did really well in all of them. So yeah, Tom Smith. My player's player of the season is Anthony Gerrard, because he's been solid at the back all year, he's a good leader. So Anthony Gerrard. And worst roommate is... Oh, I need a pause.
Boring hell.
Your worst roommate, bro. Yeah.
Okay, stand by. Off we go.
Worst roommate is Harry Bunn, because he didn't talk, he just sat there and texted his girlfriend all night, so Harry Bunn.
Yeah, all you do is basically just look straight down the camera lens for me and just say something like, my vote or my pick for young player of the year is Bert Smith. It'd be nice if you could just say a few words, say because he's just coming to the team or he's done well, or you don't have to if you don't want. and then just pause for me and say, just keep looking down the camera and just say, well, my Players Player of the Year choice is...
Right, okay. Right, okay.
Okay, stand by then, please.
That's me. Why is this not?
Just keep the nose down, please. Thank you.
My Young Player of the Year vote is for Tommy Smith because he broke into the team halfway through the year and he's played I think about 20 games now. He's been playing well. My vote for Players Player of the Year is Alex Smithies because he's kept us in a few games this season and made some good saves. My worst roommate has been Dwayne Holmes because he's just snores all night.
Brilliant. Thank you. Sorry, you know. Matt will just say the reason why.
Right, yeah.
My nomination for Players Player is, again,
Yeah.
and then worst roommate.
Sound.
And tell us why.
Right.
Just keep looking down that Glen Street.
What? I haven't done it yet. Peter Clark. Skip. I've been with Smith.
Just keep looking down that Glen Street.
Yeah.
Okay. Stand by. Nice and quiet, please.
My vote for Young Players Player of the Year is Tommy Smith. Ever since he's come in, he's done really well and stepped up to the plate. So I thought he's done well. And my vote for Players Player is Alex Smithies. He's pulled us out of the mire so many times during this season, so he just has to be him. And my vote for Worst Roommate, I've only had one chance of rooming with him. It was right at the start when I first joined, was Peter Clark, for his constant phone calls to his missus, and you don't really get much out of him. That's it.
That's great. Thank you. Player of the Year is
Yeah.
Bert Smith.
Bert Smith.
Yeah, he's been pretty good. He's been ever.
Who is Young Player of the Year? It'd have to be you, wouldn't it?
Bert Smith.
It's either you or Dwayne Holmes.
You will go for Young Player?
I'm going to go with Dwayne because just the wise you're up there. I know, how old are you, Tom? Yeah, it's you, Dan, innit?
Too old.
You're too old?
So Young Player. Just keep looking down the lens.
Yeah.
And then we'll do Players Player.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Nice and quiet, please. Off we go.
My vote for Young Player of the Year goes to Tommy Smith. He's been excellent when he's been in the side and he's also been consistent. My Player of the Year goes to Alex Smithies. He's been excellent all season. He's made some really vital saves at good times and I just think he's been outstanding. My worst roommate would probably be Adam Clayton for personal hygiene, for the fact you wouldn't know what's living in that beard. That's it. Thank you.
If you want to say why, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Just keep looking down the
So
camera.
what am I going to say? Was it Young Player?
If you say my nomination for Young Player of the Year is, if you might want to say,
Yeah, and then what is it, Players Player as well?
and then just pause for me, yeah? Keep looking down the camera for me. My Players Player, my vote for Players Player is,
Yeah, cool.
and then just pause and then
Yeah.
my worst roommate, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, that's quiet, guys, please. Off you go.
Pardon? What is it, Young Player of the Year? Alright, cool. My Young Player of the Year this season will be Tom Smith, because he has done well since he's come in and he's been decent, to be fair. And my Players Player is Anthony Gerrard, because he is sick and he plays like PK, and I rate him still. That's it.
Just give us the worst roommate.
Oh yeah. Worst roommate would be Oscar, because he's my only roommate and he stinks sometimes. And like, he just gets on my nerves, and he sleeps in his clothes, he don't shower, don't brush his teeth, don't do much, to be fair. That's it.
Yes. Player of the Year, Young Player, and then roommate.
Playing my my vote for Young Player of the Year is...
Yeah, and then my vote for
If you
player.
might want to say why you voted for him.
Yeah, yeah.
And my, if you just keep looking down the lens for me, I would say my vote for Player of the Year is...
Right, young player first, then player. Right, okay.
Okay, stand by guys, next slide. In your own time.
My vote for Young Player of the Year is Tom Smith. He's done very well considering this is his first season of first team football, so he gets my vote. My vote for Player of the Year is Alex Smithies. Very dependable, great shot stopper, and he's definitely saved us a lot of times this season. Worst roommate is Murray Wallace. He speaks in his sleep and he's just constantly on Championship Manager.
That's brilliant. Finish talking, just keep looking down the lens. So if you do Young Player, my vote for Young Player of the Year is, and then Players Player, and then Worst Roommate.
Yeah.
You all right with that?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Stand by, please. When you're ready.
My vote for Young Player of the Year this season is Tommy Smith. I think he's done really well to make that gap, bridge that gap from under 21s football to first team Championship football, and for that reason he deserves my vote. My vote for Player of the Year is Alex Smithies. I think without him, I think I dread to think where we would actually be in the league. So he is by far the best goalkeeper in the league, in my opinion. Worst roommate, every time I've travelled with anybody, it's been reasonably good. I just wouldn't like to room with Adam Clayton. I think it would, if I was to compare it to anything, it would be like a Bush Tucker trial. I think he stinks, full stop. I don't know what I was saying.
And then Worst Roommate.
All right, yeah.
Just keep looking down the lens for me, though, yeah?
Yeah.
In your own time.
My young player goes to Murray Wallace. I think he's done well when he's played, and I think he's an excellent player. Player of the Year goes to Alex Smithies. I think Smithies has been excellent for us all season, and I think he's a great goalkeeper. And worst roommate has to go to Peter Clark. He bores the life out of me. He makes great cups of tea and runs me a great bath, but apart from that, he does nothing for me. And that's about it.
Yeah.
If you want to say why you've picked him, that'd be good. And then same with Player.
Okay, but
If you just keep looking down the lens for us,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Don't look away, just keep
okay.
when you're ready.
My Young Player of the Year is Tommy Smith. I think since he's been in the team, when he came in at Sheffield Wednesday, I think he hasn't looked back and he's performed really well, like an experienced player. My Player of the Year is Anthony Gerrard. I think he's been fantastic this year. He's been a rock at the back for us, to be fair, and I think he's definitely better with him in the team. And worst roommate, I've only ever had one roommate, and that's Oscar. So I think he's not really the worst, but the rumours that he Clayton is quite smelly. So I think I don't think I could deal with that smelly roommate. So I think it'd be Adam Clayton.
Tom, good. Big for my vote for Young Player of the Year is whether it is. If you want to say why, that'd be good. If you don't, do that. And then just keep looking down the lines for me and say my vote for Players Player is the reason why. And then just pause again. My worst roommate is. You alright with that?
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, stand by then. In your own time.
My vote for Young Player of the Year is Tommy Smith. I think right from the start of the season, 21s, he was fantastic and thoroughly deserved his chance in the first team, and hasn't looked back since taking it. Played really well. My vote for Player of the Year is Adam Clayton. I think technically he's brilliant. Every move on the pitch he gets involved in, I think he's done really well this year. And my vote for worst roommate is also Adam Clayton. Just heard it doesn't smell too great. And you don't really know what personality you're going to get from him. So that's my vote.
Thank you. In your own time.
My Young Player of the Year award goes to Tommy Smith. Players Player award goes to Alex Smithies. And Worst Roommate goes to Joe Lolly.
That's fine. Is whoever.
Yeah.
My vote for Players Player is, and my Worst Roommate is.
Yeah.
And just keep looking down that camera lens for me. Don't look at me, just keep looking at that, okay? In your own time.
My vote for Young Player of the Year is Tommy Smith. My vote for Players Player of the Year is Danny Ward. My vote for Worst Roommate goes to Anthony Gerrard.
Okay, thank you. The winner.
Yes, yeah.
Are you going to say anything about them now?
No, I'm all right.
Just keep looking down that lens for me. In your own time.
Nominations for Young Player of the Year are Flo Bojard, Will Boyle and Joe Wilkinson. And the winner is Joe Wilkinson.
Top back.
Is that it? Fucking hell, I've got Joe Wilkinson.
So Anthony, if you just keep looking down the camera lens for me, if you just say my vote for Young Player of the Year is.
Who can I go to? What nominations?
Well, there's the majority would be Tommy Smith, Dwayne Holmes, Royce. Those have been the three really.
What age does it go to? That
21, I think.
Oh, is it?
What people sort of said, my vote for Young Player is
Because.
and then they give the reason.
Yeah. Okay.
So just keep looking down the lens for me, please, Anthony, in your own time.
My vote for Young Player of the Year. Start it again. My vote for Young Player of the Year goes to Tommy Smith. He didn't have no league experience and came in against Sheffield Wednesday away and was outstanding. So I'll go for Tommy. Since then, he's played majority of the games and he's done really well, even though I thought he couldn't cut it at the championship level. No, I'm only joking, Tom. Well done, buddy.
Brilliant. Players Player?
I'll vote for Players Player. That's going to be a minute. Who can I vote for? No one's been fucking outstanding, have they? Everyone's been shite, haven't they? Fucking hell. You stumped me there. Can you vote for yourself? Me! Who can I do? Who can I do well? Nah, fuck that, he's my competition. No, go on, I'll do it. I'll just pick someone. John Stead. My vote for Players Player is Peter Clark. He's an outstanding professional defender and also he tries to be a Scouser but he's from Southport, so I'll go for Peter Clark.
And Worst Roommate?
Can I cane everyone? Can I?
Yeah.
Oh yes. What? For the Worst Roommate, there could be quite a list, and to be honest, I will list them all. The first one I'd say is a little bit of wronging is Adam Clayton. As you can tell, he's got a beard. Well, he did have a beard. By the time this goes out, it could have been shaved off. But his personal hygiene is pen and inking. He comes, he's got the stained shorts on when we're travelling away, his jumper's all dishevelled. Looks like he's had a fight with the iron and lost. So I'd put him up there as the worst roommate. No doubt people say me because I'm loud and other stuff, but when I just go in the room, I'm basically quiet. I reckon Clarkie's up there as well. From the stories that Callum's been telling me, he likes to FaceTime his kids every so often and turns the camera around to, come on Callum, say hello to the kids. And you know, he said Callum's been getting a little bit uncomfortable. But I'd say the worst one would be Oscar. I'd say Oscar. Because he's very vain, very vain. So I should imagine you'd have a bit of a fight getting into the bathroom of a morning and you know, trying to check yourself out, how you're presented, because Oscar's face creams and manicure sets and stuff will be all over the bathroom, so I'll say Oscar.
That's brilliant. How did you get on with Millwall? Was that Rich? Oh, there you go. Just want you to look down the camera lens for us, yeah, and just sort of say my nomination for young player is.
Yeah.
If you want to say why you nominated him.
Yeah, okay. It's not being shown anyway, is it?
Sorry?
It's not being shown anyway, is it? The nominations.
I don't know.
Throw a spanner in the works.
In your own time.
My nomination for Young Player of the Year goes to Tommy Smith. You know, since he's come in the team, I think he's done really well. Since he made his debut at Sheff Wednesday, it looks like he's been playing at this level for quite a bit of time, and you know, he's a settled member of the team now, and I think he's done really well. The nomination for the Player of the Year goes to Alex Smithers. I think the amount of points that he's saved us this year and the amount of games that he's kept us in with crucial saves at crucial times, you know, I think he's been brilliant this year, and sometimes he gets a bit of doesn't quite get the credit that he deserves at times, but I think he's been brilliant. Worst roommate, only because of how loud and energetic he is. I just like to chill when I get in the hotel, so for me it'd have to be Adam Hamill, just because of how lively he is. Once I get to the hotel, I just want to chill out, and I can imagine him bouncing around the room with the amount of energy he's got.
That's brilliant. Thank you, Matt. In your own time.
There's got to be a few contenders for worst roommate. I've roomed with Callum Woods for as long as I can remember, and he's great because he runs me a bath, tests the temperature with his elbow, makes me tea, puts the sugar in, steers it clockwise always, which is perfect. So he's all right. He gets off with that. Not sure I'd like to room with Adam Hamill. He's just hyperactive. He's like a kid that's had too many E's and he's bouncing off the walls. Adam Clayton, I don't know what could be living in that beard. So I think you'd be at risk in that room. So they're my two main contenders. I think because of his hyperactiveness, I think I've got to go with Adam Hamill.